The changing dynamics of national politics is having a telling impact on the provincial governments as well. The formation of CPN Unified Socialists, a breakaway faction of CPN-UML, has paved way to the change of guard at Province 1, a move that is understandably seen as a political card to keep the Province 1 government intact. Good morning, I'm Abhiday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Prasad Acharya, appointed and sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Province 1, faces immediate challenge of keeping the provincial majority intact. The Parliamentary Committee demands a report on the improvised ropeway incident over Mahakali River. Government announces compensation of 1 million rupees to the victim's family. At least 60 Afghans and 13 U.S. troops killed and dozens others wounded after two powerful explosions outside Kabul's international airport. IS takes responsibility for the attack. And Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain to clash in the group stage after being drawn together in Champions League Group A. Bayern Munich and Barcelona drawn in the same Group E. CPN-UML leader Prasad Acharya has been appointed as the Chief Minister of Province 1. The major challenge for newly appointed Chief Minister Acharya, as experts say, is to retain majority of CPN-UML at the Provincial Assembly. We have more in this report.
CPN-UML leader Prasad Acharya, who was once dubbed as close to Madhav Kumar Nepal and had later quit their faction to remain in the mainstream party, was appointed as the Chief Minister of Province 1. Chief Minister Acharya, a fierce critic of Chairman KP Sharma Oli, has been appointed to the post following support from Chairman Oli himself. However, analysts say that the tenure of Acharya is likely to be full of challenges, as it won't be easy for the Chief Minister to hold majority in the Provincial Assembly in the face of Chairman of CPN Unified Socialist Madhav Kumar Nepal already announcing that his party will not support the new Chief Minister if he decides to remain with the mainstream party. It may be recalled that earlier there were 22 lawmakers in the Nepal faction, while CPN Unified Socialist Party claims that at least 12 lawmakers will join the party. If only 5 out of 51 lawmakers of CPN-UML quit the party, it will be challenging for the new Chief Minister to hold his majority. Analysts put that Chief Minister Acharya needs to balance the power equation while expanding the cabinet and also to win confidence of lawmakers from the Oli faction. Naming the province, revamping an ailing economy of the province, and to address the issues of good governance and security will be other major challenges of Chief Minister Acharya, who, according to analysts, has been appointed to the post as a part of Chairman Oli's political gambits.
The parliamentary panel has directed the government to publish a report on the Darchula incident, where a youth went missing due to a mishap after an improvised cable crossway or twin was allegedly dismantled over the Mahakali River. The committee has also demanded the government to drag the perpetrators to book through diplomatic approach. Meanwhile, the government has decided to provide compensation of 1 million rupees to the victim's family in the ropeway incident. Earlier, the State Affairs and Good Governance Committee under the House of Representatives summoned Home Minister Balkrishna Khan to discuss the issue, directing the government to provide compensation to the victim's family. Jai Singh Dhami of Bias Rural Municipality in Darchula went missing in the infamous incident while he was crossing the river with the help of a makeshift ropeway on 30th of July last month. The eyewitness account alleged an Indian soldier of Border Security Force dismantling the ropeway. Meanwhile, a committee formed by the Home Ministry on the third day of the incident is yet to furnish its report. The government, in the meantime, has extended the deadline of the committee for the third time. The committee also directed the government to construct necessary local infrastructure at the earliest to facilitate the local people to commute safely and to replace the improvised ropeway with other alternatives. The committee has expressed its concern over the gruesome rape and murder case of girl child Nirmala Panta, urging the government to bring the culprits to book at the earliest. The country continues to reel under a COVID-19 crisis as 26 COVID patients succumbed to the virus yesterday, taking the coronavirus death count in the country to 10,638. Likewise, the country's total infection tally has reached 754,915 as 2,052 tested positive. 1,929 have registered full recovery, taking the total recoveries in the country to 705,893. The recovery rate stands at 93.5%. Kathmandu district reported the highest 561 new cases yesterday, followed by Kaski with 252 cases and Jhapa and Lalitpur with 153 each. Kantipur district, meanwhile, reported 106 new cases. There are 38,384 active cases at the moment, out of which 35,354 are in home isolation, 620 are in intensive care units, and 165 are on ventilator support. In our public voice segment, we had asked the local residents in Kaski, Sangkhwa-Sabha, Dang and Chitwan, how do they take the instability at the provincial government? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जनताले पनि जुन उद्देश्यले आफ्ना नेताहरू अथवा आफ्ना प्रतिनिधिहरू पठाउनु भएको थियो त्यो उद्देश्यले ती प्रतिनिधिहरूले काम गर्न पाउनु भएको छैन।
विकासका कार्यक्रमहरू चाहिँ प्रभावित हुन्छन्।
प्रदेश आवश्यक रहेन चाहिँ के हो भन्ने खालको एउटा खालको महसुस चाहिँ आम नागरिकको तर्फबाट त्यो खालको बुझिन्छ।
एउटा सरकार आयो, डिफरेन्ट काम गर्यो, अनि त्यो सरकार गयो, अर्को सरकार आयो, त्यसले फेरि डिफरेन्ट काम गर्न थाल्छ, अनि कसरी हुन्छ त तालमेल?
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. And here's the question. Why has the probe into the infamous twin or improvised ropeway incident over the Mahakali River been delayed? Your options are A, lack of willpower, B, complicated issue, and C, Indian indifference. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.